Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page in which I try to talk about common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very important. And of course, I'm going to stop it right there, okay? Listeners' discretion is advised. I do swear in my videos, okay? If you have a question about something I said that may seem not to be common sense, contact me. And make sure you ask questions, okay? Because only a fool never asks any questions. But it depends on who you ask questions to. Okay? Alright. So, I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Today's topic will be about how to become sheep to slaughter. How to become sheep to slaughter. Because if you just try to tell people how to do something, they don't listen anyway. But I'm going to tell you, in this life, this is a great way to become sheep to slaughter, because most people are sheep to slaughter. Because if you think about it, which most people don't have the capacity to think clearly, is that this life is temporary. We should already know we're in the prison planet. You just can't leave your body at will. There is lots of evidence pointing to next life, reincarnation, and all sorts of things, but people don't really explore those ideas, near-death experiences and stuff like that. But I'm trying to explain something here. Most people are so much wrapped up into this election, but they tend to forget that chaos, breeds peace. Okay. And so we have to have chaos in order to have peace, so people can evolve. We don't want to go too far back, and we don't want to go too far ahead, because if we get too far ahead of ourselves, we become prideful and arrogant. And that's one thing that you have to learn to eliminate, so we can merge ourselves with the gods again. We all are little gods. Okay? And if you want to be led astray, the first thing you have to do is listen to the media. That's the first thing. That's the first fucking motherfucking thing. Because you don't know anybody. You don't know anything. Anyone who's speaking upon something is only subjective. Okay? It's opinionated, and it's a waste of time. I talk about my opinions all the time on the internet. But in deep down realities, if you knew me and you know me, I have no perspective upon the media. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes in the media. When you read a book, to me, it's just a story, like his story. That's all it is. Words are magic. Lots of words are magic. Okay? So that's the first way to become sheep to slaughter. Okay? This presidency and stuff, people don't understand that. Can't you stop relying on an external government or an external god? The next step to become sheep to slaughter, believing in externalism, like external forces. It's okay to believe in the possibility of external forces, but if you don't know, you're losing the game. Okay, you just automatically believe. That's folly, because we could be living in the world where we're trapped by some sort of evil demiurge god that's above us, because we did something on the other side. Reincarnation is real. That's what they say. But how do I know this? I'm just going on hypotheticals, okay? I'm just going on an educated guess through theoreticals, okay? And so it's up to you not to fall for an external god, because I don't know if somebody's, it's best to be safe than sorry. You know what I say? It's best to pray to something that you believe in, but not to some name, or you could give it your own name. Like people call God Yahweh and Yahshua and Jesus and Krishna. Me, I just say to whatever external source that is watching me, evil or good. Understand, if you are there, you will make this happen. But you're not delusional when you say if you are there. Okay. Another thing is that I want people to understand is that if you don't believe in yourself, you're living in fear. Okay, and by living in fear, you take away your ability to choose your next life, if it is so, or if it is true. Think about all of the cows that are led astray to slaughter, and sheep that are led to slaughter. There are different species amongst us. That's as I said before. What's the first thing? The first thing was the media. The second thing is to believe in an external God. The third thing is basically not to focus internally within yourself, to eliminate the fucking fear. Because if you're living in fear in any kind of form, any form of fear, you have no control. And like I said before, if there's an evil deity living on the other side, I digress here. I wanted to say this. Think about your quality of life. Are you like everyone else? Are you like everyone else? Are you following the same regimen? Then you may be born in your next life as a sheep, a goat, a lion, tiger, or bear. A lower form of species with a lower IQ and intellectual premises. Okay, we already know that humans are more intelligent than fucking dolphins. We already know that humans are more intelligent than any species we already know and to exist. But have you ever thought that's other races watching over us? And we are food to them. Have you ever thought about that? So the third one is not focusing on yourself. Okay, what it could be the fourth one, peoples. If you want to be led to stray, you focus on the media. You want to be sheep to slaughter for your next life because you'll be born as a cow or a pig, okay? Because you're just following everybody else, okay? But if there's an evil, the first one is media. The second one is basically believing in external gods, okay? The third one is not focusing in on yourself. Okay, you're not focused on yourself at all. You don't have time to think. You have time to listen to others. And that's the fourth one, listening to others. When people talk, I'm like, how much credit can you give this person? Knowing that this person is not rich, this person is not influential in your life, that person doesn't think about you. Why would you let someone else influence your life? Letting external forces influence you is a bad thing, just as the media and focusing on externalism, which makes you not an indigo child. Because I was indigo child since I was 7, motherfuckers, okay? And there are people out there who think they are these indigo children and these star seeds, but they're not, okay? They're just not. But who am I to say that? I'm just saying, I just think that if you can learn, the earlier you learn and you have that gift, just like there's savants out there, people who know things, just they can memorize things, they were born with it. There's people who are just born with it. If you call yourself genuine, then you should learn at an early fucking age, not a later age. That means you have learned those skills. I had to learn very quickly when I was 7 years old. I had heard the voice when I was 7 years old. It does not make me sick. And that's a problem in society, in white masters and some white scientists, and even sometimes some aliens that may be watching over us, peoples. Sometimes they make mistakes. They make certain judgments, and they don't know that person deep down inside. I feel strongly that I am supposed to, and I am a God. I feel both of those things. Not by proof or by fact, but some things by fact, though, because I've been saying some stuff and it just comes to light, but I just try to keep my mouth shut. Okay, peoples, you try to keep your mouth shut if you realize you have a certain gift. So I try to tell my wife, I say, hey, you haven't learned that, you know, when I suffer, you suffer and everybody else suffers around you. You don't understand that? Okay, it's not like I go through my own suffering my own way. But that's all I really wanted to say about how to be led astray, okay? Listening to people who can articulate their words well enough for you to be convinced that you are now being hypnotized. Hypnosis can work wonders, as a matter of fact, if you do it upon yourself. But try not to do that to someone else. Let them hypnotize themselves. Suggestions should be given to oneself, not from someone else. That is a very bad thing if you are hypnotized by someone else and you couldn't do it yourself. Unless it's a very dire situation, then that's kind of different, okay? And you gave that person approval, okay? But it's better to learn how to be antisocial. And that's another thing, too. I think number 5 is being too social. So being social can be a very destructive thing. So you will never learn about thyself. You'll never learn thyself by listening to other people. You have to sit there and really think about deep thoughts before you start. You won't make too many problems in life. Like me, I haven't made too many problems. I just run into problems sometimes. I'm paranoid and I still run into the problems. You know, you see my car here and shit. Like everything I have is because of my voices, okay? But y'all guys don't listen to it. Y'all don't have voices or any kind of intuition, okay? But other than that, I've been talking for like less than 10 minutes, and I think I myself very clear. I made myself very clear. That is how you can be led astray to slaughter, especially in your next life. Reincarnation is real, y'all guys. Or theoretically speaking, from what I learned, okay? Other than that, it is possible. Anything is possible. Peace.